Yeah.
Brenda, I started with you saying I was doubting what I wanted, remember?
Yes.
And I don't talk like that. Even if I think it, I don't say it.
Mhm. All right.
So get out.
Yeah, we don't have time for that. So,
Away.
so who wants to go first?
For the first time in my life, not me.
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
Okay, it's good morning.
Good morning, Miss Marilyn.
Morning.
Where am I in my journey? Okay, I did health, housing, money, and family.
Nice.
My health is stay focused on my daily routine with my eating habits, fruits, vegetables, exercise. Housing, working on a plan to focus on Airbnb.
So let me stop you. So you want to write all of these things in the present tense. So you
Okay.
want to start it with, I am so thankful and grateful now that I have my Airbnb, now that I work out or whatever it is for your health. So just rearrange your sentences a little bit to
Okay.
say that all of these things are done.
Amen.
Present tense.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll come back to you with all the rest because it's not
Okay.
all in present tense.
Okay, yep. So just flip it around a little bit. Who else? So by the time we go through everybody else, we should have it together. Brenda, yours ready?
I want to redo mine. But if nobody else wants to,
I'm
Go ahead.
ready. I want to read it while I'm in a good area,
Okay,
Darlaina.
go ahead. Bridget.
I made a really concise one, and I put it in my email so that I can read it while I can
Okay.
while I drive.
Okay.
But this is my life statement, and I use the question, "Who am I, and why am I here?" to help me focus on what to write
Okay.
out of the planner.
Okay.
So I said, I am a goddess in the earth, sent to give and receive love, sent to be fruitful and multiply all that has been placed in my soul by God, who is my source of supply. I am a light amongst many lights in a dark and cold world, sent to be the salt of the earth, to show forth its beauty. My life statement is to be simply who and what I am. I'm gonna read that again. My life statement is to be simply who and what I was created to be. As I am remaining in that state of being, all that is for me is attracted to me, and I am able to serve my purpose as the people, places, and things are attracted to me to impact them with my being. So what I received is I have been a human doer for years.
Yes.
I have done. I've done a lot. When I start talking about all the stuff that I've done, I get tired. And right now, Spirit is taking me to a place where I'm realizing that doing is not the answer. It is literally learning to be, just to be who I am. So that's why the question, who are you and why am I here, was my guide to opening up and really it right now the full statement. I started on the big part too, because I honestly look at those questions and sometimes I get stuck. But I really centered in on that one question to write my statement. That was it.
I like it. Good job. Just keep adding to it.
I am. I gotta I opened the whole Word document so that I could just type and add and flow as I open, because honestly, like when I sat down to my computer last night and really just sat there and asked myself, who are you? are you? Like, that is a question to ask yourself every day,
Regularly, yes.
every day. Like, who are you? Like, I have to go back and revisit that on a regular basis, because I am getting to know me in a new way that I have haven't experienced over 45 years of my life. Like, getting to know Bridget and what do I really like, and wanting to learn new things, and just becoming. So I am being. So
Yes.
that is
Yes.
my whole life statement.
That's so good. I'll read mine. This is the concise one. I am so grateful and thankful now that my life is magic and miracles every day. I give honor to God for loving me this way. My family is doing amazing in all areas of their lives. I am being adored by the love of my life. The Healing House is booked out for the next 2 years. The weekly and monthly events are paid in full, booked, and busy. The Darlaina Rose magazine, TV show, and podcast have over 1 million subscribers and followers. My affirmation CD is being streamed on all platforms. People are loving it. I am a six-figure income earner speaker, speaking on stages all over the world. I am a multi-million dollar. Uh, I am a multi-millionaire, caring for people, places, and things that I love. I have 5 locations for the Healing House. It is a franchise now. I drive multiple cars. I have houses, and I have no. It says I have houses and cars for my family, my grands, and my children. I host a monthly grant for ideas and programs that help start new businesses every month. I am here in all of God's glory.
That's good.
Beautiful.
That's good.
That's good. That's good.
That
Being
is
here in all of
outstanding.
God's glory can't be no better than that.
Love it.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. I'm
All-
borrowing that.
All present tense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's legacy
Love it,
driven
love
also.
it.
Legacy in it, yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You
So
know,
I haven't completed mine, sorry.
okay.
I haven't completed mine because I was at work though.
But I'm working on it. I went back to the beginning when you
Okay.
had us do that 50,
The 50 goals.
the 50 goals and then breaking it down. And then
Okay.
we're reflecting on the past 6 months. So mine is basically, in that I am so happy and grateful now that, but I will be prepared the next time if we're doing this tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Tomorrow.
I guess tomorrow.
But I do have
Tomorrow.
finish it, Darlaina.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. I said, thank God for all things that has come to me. I said, God has been so good to me and allowed me to have this wonderful website. And I am so thankful for the person who made it for me. She did an amazing job for my website. And I said, I'm going to I need someone to work on my website and my website and my social
Oh, no,
media.
let me stop you.
I'm not.
As you continue to write, make sure that it's in the present tense. Even though it hasn't happened, you want to keep it present. So everything, you don't have to write that you need somebody to work on your website. Your website is done, it's complete. You have many people visiting, many people buying, many people, so it's present tense. So we want to draw the energy of all of these things being done, feeling the feelings that you would feel as it's done. So the words that you're writing, make sure they are in the present tense.
I was trying. I was at work, girl. I couldn't focus.
It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So far, so good. You already said, the website is done. You're grateful for the person who did it for you. So all you have to do now is just say, what's now happening that the website is done. The website is growing. I have people following. I have a blog there. People are reading it. You know, the analytics are good. Like all of that around the website. My website is generating $1 million in sales per year. Like you want to write in present tense what's happening with the website, what's happening with your work. That's the purpose of the light statement. So as you complete it, just remember to stay in present tense. Anybody else?
I'm
Thank you so much.
ready.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Dr. Long.
I am so grateful and happy and excited that I am a spirit-filled multi-billionaire, and I am fulfilling other people's dreams now through my granting process. I'm so grateful that my Dr. Loretta Long's Lifelong Learning Centers, LLC, is a franchise that has rescued family land and made it go from a liability to an asset. So we're building legacies in families across this country. And I am so grateful and happy that my stamina, my energy, and my mental acuity match my the dream that you have given me to give to others. Amen.
Amen. I love that.
Amen. You did a wonderful job.
And I'm
Nice.
so excited because we found I found a lady who does business plans. Good morning. It's the shaman. It's Christopher Jones. Get ready to walk the grass.
Shaman's in the house.
Say hello.
Hello, my brother.
Amen. Good morning.
I'm giving you the royal wave, my brother.
So this lady, she does business plans and grant writing and all this kind of stuff, and so she's gonna help me with the healing house, and so I will absolutely share her with each of you. I think she charges for it, so just know that, but she will.
She's supposed to. That's her. That's what she
That's her
does.
gig. So she charges $1,600. But she does allow you to do a payment arrangement with her. And she's super amazing. She's helped a lot of businesses get grants and funding by having the appropriate business plan so that you can get that. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, and she's the one I need. She's the one I don't need anything. She's the one God is sending to fulfill my request for a government contract for a welding school and a big government contract to make racking systems for solar farms.
Absolutely.
She is the one to shape the presentation, the pitch to the solar energy people to find, we're in the right place at the right time with the right company to lease my 32 acres to put my solar farm up. Those things are passive income that as soon as they're done, it's like cha-ching, push the button. Yeah, the money's in the account.
Everything can be on auto pay.
Auto pay.
That's what I need to add to my thing. And all my bills are on auto pay.
Auto pay, So they're not a concern of ours at all.
You just because everything is on auto pay, so you're not even think about it. That's a goal. Because I tried auto pay a couple times and some things went bouncy. So listen, I want to be able to put things on auto pay and it'd be amazing.
And know that it's covered. Yeah.
You got to think about it. I think the comedian from Insecure, Issa Rae's cohort in there, she did a stand-up and she said, y'all, I knew I was rich when I put all my bills on auto pay.
Auto pay. Yeah.
That's when I knew. So we know.
Yeah.
That's a gauge.
Yeah, that's a gauge. And that cleans up your credit immediately, see? Because they're just fussing at you because you're late and skipping. So when the stuff's on auto pay, it goes to ching, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else have their statement ready? Oh, okay.
So mine was ready.
Yeah, yours is ready.
Okay.
So you get to read that tonight, and then read it tomorrow, every day, twice a day, and more times if possible. Along with your, vision board, like you read that while you look at the vision board and see the vision, so that we now begin to input this information into our subconscious mind. Because
I told you I saw my building was so lit up I could see it from the highway, and I saw my name in lights. Dr. Loretta's Lifelong Learning Center looked like a marquee at a Broadway house.
All right, girl.
Wow. Bridget says she went to bed watching a video of a woman who created wealth in trucking, moving solar panels.
Moving solar panels. Oh, that's right. They pulled into my place to load them.
Listen, they told us everything that you got in your house came on the truck. So everything got to get moved. And so what happens when you read this life statement, the science says you are not only speaking it out loud, but you're speaking it internally. You are speaking to your subconscious mind. See, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a truth or a lie. And y'all know that be true, because you ever meet somebody who telling a lie and they lie so much, they told the same lie so long that they believe it.
Yes.
And you know.
I had a man tell me that he got my career on Sesame Street for me. I looked at him. He had told that lie out so long that he told it to me.
Dang, that's messed
up. So they believe it. They believe it because, see, the subconscious mind is talking to them. They done told the lie so long that they now believe it. So even though everything in your life statement is not true yet, the subconscious mind does not know the difference between truth and a lie. So your job is to keep saying it and keep saying it. And what will happen is, just like in The Secret, when Jack Canfield was trying to figure out how he was going to make $100,000, he goes to the grocery store and all of a sudden he sees the National Enquirer. He's like, oh, if I could get in there, I could sell my book and I'll make the $100,000. So things that were blurred out in the background will start to come to the fore. You're going to start to see things, people, places, all these things to start to come up that's going to help you to build everything that is on that life statement. And so
right people in right place, right time.
The more you see it, the more you hear it. Bridget said my ex-husband did that all the time. Absolutely, like, you is lying, like that's not true. But continue to do that. You will find that things will start to show up, opportunities will show up, things that you didn't notice before, just like the reticular activating system that shows you your car when you didn't see that car nowhere before you bought it. And then
I see two a day.
After you put your car, all of a sudden you see
everywhere.
Car everywhere.
I saw a Tesla across a parking lot. It called me. Hey.
So that same system will start to bring you people, places, and things. It will start to bring up things in your mind. It'll help you to pay attention. You'll start to pay attention to magazines differently, like people who talk, and you'll start to feel a draw towards certain things. You're like, why am I need to go over here today? Or you may go outside of your way, and then when you go outside of your way, you might see, like I went a different way going downtown, taking the back roads versus the highway, and found an entrepreneur center here in Georgia.
Stop.
On a back road?
What?
North Center.
Did you stop and go in there?
I didn't stop and go in there but I did take a picture of the name, so I have it in my phone. I'm absolutely going to reach out to them and find out what y'all be doing up in here. How y'all be helping people? I want to know.
I want to know.
Yeah, it's definitely a place that I definitely want to go see, about. And I've never gone that way before, never noticed it before, but it was there. I also noticed on that same stretch of road, they had this really huge building. It was a big, maybe one level building with a big parking lot, and then it had like a covered parking lot and building like all on the same grounds. And it used to be
It's empty.
sort of mission. It said Atlanta something something mission, but it's closed down. I said,
Well, but the angels are all in there because it was a mission.
And
Yeah. Right next to the entrepreneur center.
Yep, all on the same road. It's hood over there, but it's there. I said,
Well, hood,
that is hood.
hood
It's
is
hood over there.
hood is our
You can bring
place.
him to the hood.
Hood
Well-
is hood is where he needs us to be, darling.
But one of the things that when I my guest Shantae Shavante, who was the guest on the first episode of the Darlaina Rose show, she said, I'm gonna be the hood healer. And
That's
then,
right.
And then Kim, that was here, she said we have to normalize healing in the hood. So hood healing and healing in the hood has been in the last blah blah.
They're
blah,
there.
blah,
That's it.
So
Yeah.
we have to normalize that. We have to normalize healing in the hood because people automatically think in order to be healed, they got to go to Honduras or they have to go to Costa Rica or they got to go to Panama. They got to go somewhere outside of the country. We have to make it normal.
Just go outside the block.
We got to make it normal that people can grow some herbs in their house.
I'll make it in a minute, Paul.
Make their tonic. They can do all of the things that they need to do for themselves at home and without the airline ticket and accommodations. They can do it right in the house. And so
Healing in the hood.
we got to bring the healing to the hood. And so that's
It's
what
already done.
That sounds like a podcast.
healing in the hood. Yeah.
Already done.
Healing in the hood. Yes. Jones.
Darlaina,
Yes, ma'am.
Jones
you
would
know,
be
when
good at that.
when I was a little girl, Darlaina, in our neighborhoods, the older parents, they grew gardens and everything right in our neighborhood. Like it was not, they didn't have to go in there. I'm like, it was this one man who had this big garden right in the middle of the neighborhood. And when my stepdad would go pick up the mothers for church, he would always give him sugar cane. And that's how we learned what sugar cane was. I was like, a little girl, I didn't like it, but I was like, but we tasted it. We could walk right outside the door and get, when we was little, we could pick berries off the plants outside. Like these are things that can happen right in our neighborhoods.
Everybody had a big garden like that. And raised chickens too.
And it's mostly it's the mindset. It's the mindset. It's the paradigm that has to shift. It's the thought process about ourselves. Like I said, when I sat down and asked myself, not what do I do, not what job do I hold, not I'm a mama, I'm a
She's playing that banjo.
It do sound like a banjo, don't it?
Well, I understand what y'all talking about because I grew up in the country.
None of that. Who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah.
Like who am I? Like who is the person that? Who is the soul that?
She got into a dead zone. So I want to let's say this is my first new draft.
Okay.
All right. I'm so happy and grateful for multiple streams of income while we use creative systems for Bolani Enterprises. Our Legacy Bolani collection is our #1 collection. I'm so happy and grateful for all the special brides and grooms that are making appointments with us to help create their special event. I thank God for all the relationships that continue to send clients our way. Our real estate investments are paying off. We now have multiple Airbnbs that showcase the Bolani lifestyle of magic and miracles. I'm so happy and grateful Lonnie and Bo enjoy daily building Bolani enterprises together. Our production is providing inspiration and employment for our community and keeps our empire flourishing in our airport shops across the world.
Ooh, I love that airport shop. Come on.
I there's a couple of things missing, but I'm gonna massage this and make sure I include those things.
Okay.
But I felt empowered by reading those words.
Yes. So, twice a day, minimum twice a day. So what I know about Miss Marilyn too is Miss Marilyn is definitely somebody who is in and of the community. I was able to reap from her community garden, even though the peppers was hot, and I didn't know that the peppers was hot.
I love hot peppers.
Let me tell you, like, I didn't know, like, the pepper was really little like this. I was like, oh, I would just go ahead and just cut that up. And then I cut it up and cooked it.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
then
you put everybody on fire.
You release the heat then.
I put myself, nobody else ate it. And you know how something is so hot, but it tastes so good. I'm gonna just keep eating it. Man, my mouth was on fire. So the top of my mouth, my tongue, feel like I just could breathe fire. And so it was terrible. It was terrible, but it was so good. But yeah, so she absolutely is a catalyst in the community for what she's doing. Even writing down this journal book for healthy eating for the kids, that truly is part of the healing in the hood.
Sure.
I heard Eric Thomas this morning say, I stopped working for corporate because the corporate people, they just want you to co-sign the bull crap they doing. But if I go to a school and speak to kids, you can get a kid before they get jacked up. Like you can get to them before all of that. He said, I'd rather teach a middle school kid than a grown man. The grown man is coming to me saying, Eric, I want you to counsel me and my wife because this and this and this. Or no, I want you to counsel us before we get married. He said, I can't counsel you before you get married. The counsel is to determine whether you should get married. But if you already decided that you get married, you don't need me. You just want me to co-sign your choices. And that's what I'm not going to do, right? And so much, it's tough.
It
is.
Business,
but it's real. See, that's
everything.
That's our place.
Yes, absolutely. But we have moments when it's tough, and when it's tough, God will give you exactly. And I'm only saying this because this is my own experience in the last 24 hours. It's been tough.
Yeah, me too. I've told you.
24 hours, man. I don't know. Last night I cried. This morning I cried. It was just like, oh my God, what did you think? Why? What did you think? What were you thinking? Did you think that you really could pull this off? Why in the world are you even here? Why didn't you just?
Don't listen to them thoughts, Darlaina. Don't listen to that.
So I just got up early, went to the gym, got in the gym, and I put Eric Thomas in my ears. And straight off the gate, he started talking about the diamond. In order for a diamond to become a diamond, first is the pressure. And after you withstand the pressure, then comes the heat. Yeah. And then after the heat, then comes the cut.
Yeah, it ain't done yet.
It ain't done yet. You gotta
cut it and pressure, and drill it and all that.
The heat and then the cut. The pressure, the heat, then the cut. And the cut is two things, is what I interpreted. The cut is cutting into you, cutting away all of the doubt, cutting away of all of the negative things that stop you from doing what you're doing. That's the first cut. The second cut is the cutting away of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. So
I think
we
that's what I'm
must
going through.
withstand the pressure, the heat, and the cut. It is
Yeah.
so
And the
important for
cut
us to
has two process. Like you said, that first cut is one thing. The second cut is what makes it a marquee or a pear shape, or that's where the individual of the stone comes out. And all of that is painful. Ain't none of that fun.
none of it is painful. And it's okay to fall down. I heard Lisa Nichols last night say, it's okay to fall down, but don't take up no real estate there.
Don't stay down.
She
Yes,
said
you gotta get back up.
some people will fall down and be down and stay there for 2 years and be like, well, you know, when that happened, you know, that happened. And then she said, you know, you could get up, right? You know, you
Yeah.
can get up from there. You know, you
Don't
don't have to
stay
stay
down.
there. So things are going to come, places are going to come, you know, this whole 24 hours, I don't know, like so much self-doubt, so much stuff came up. But
That happened to me too.
first thing this morning, a matter of fact, I was up earlier. I was up at 4. I'm
Yeah,
like,
me
no.
too.
I put on Eric Thomas. I put on, you know, the motivational stuff. And I mean, soon as Eric Thomas came on, because, you know, certain people you can listen to at certain times. And I knew for where I was, I needed that in your face person.
You need somebody hollering at you.
Steve
Yeah.
Harvey is great. I love Steve Harvey. He's
Yeah,
really
Steve
good.
is good.
I love
Oprah's good too.
Oh, yes. And so you just got to find that person. And I know I know Eric Thomas is that one. He's going to yell. And he's like, even when people come to ask to work for him, if you just say, you know, I think I'd be so grateful to work for you. He said, I ain't on that. But if you come to me and say, listen, you need to hire me because somebody else about to get me. He said, that's the kind of time I'm on.
Hey,
That's the kind of time I'm on. And that's the kind of time we got to be on for our work and for what we do. You got to reach out to who you got to reach out to. And I feel like the messages that I got today was with reckless abandonment. You can't care about what somebody's going to think or what somebody's going to say or what somebody's going to do. The world needs to know you, and you need to make sure that at least the world that you know, the world that you're in control of, knows exactly who you are and what you do. So that means your social media should reflect who you are. That means the people that's in your cell phone, however many contacts you got in there, those people need to know that this is what you do. See, because it all starts there. It all starts there with the rec community around you, and then you build out from there. And then wherever else you have control. Like Sherry spoke at the church. Can you speak at your church? Can you tell your church what you do? Does your church have a bulletin? You know how can you get your word out and without spending any money? Who can you call? Because guess what? They say every dud knows a stud. So if you know one person, that one person knows 2,000 people. And so we just intentionally decide that we are going to let the world know, and we don't care about what their thoughts are. I'm just going to show up in God's glory and God's protection, and I'm going to allow God to move me the way that he sees fit, whatever that might be. And I'm not.
And Darlaina, the other thing is that, you know, gratitude.
Absolutely.
You woke up this morning. Somebody didn't wake up this morning.
That's right.
So sometimes
That's
when
right,
when I first feel that like little funky nudge, I just thank you, God, for waking me up.
Yeah,
thank you for giving me another day to shine.
That's right, Sherry.
You know, thank you for shelter. Thank you that I'm in my right mind.
Yes.
Thank you for the food that's in my refrigerator. Sometimes you got to get real basic. Thank you for my 10 fingers. Thank you that I can get up and go to the bathroom. I've had days where I haven't been able to walk to my bathroom for whatever reason, you know, and
Yeah, I have too, sure.
yeah, and
Mhm.
and so sometimes we just got to get real basic with our gratitude. That
Absolutely.
gratitude will shift your ass in a heartbeat. You know,
Listen,
I'm and then once I get there, I'm like, okay,
Okay,
God, what do
okay.
you have me to do?
To do today, yeah.
What
yep.
is the most important um action you need me to take? And whatever that is, and you know, even if it's calling your uncle you haven't spoken to in a few weeks, or it's call your daughter and say I love you, whatever God puts in my mind, I do my best to do that first.
Yeah.
And when I can't do it, I start my list. You
Yes.
know, or I add
Mhm.
to, I review my list from the day before, and
Mhm.
amazing sometimes I can check everything off my list.
Mhm.
So those, I mean, you know, small miracles, because I think sometimes we overthink.
Yeah.
And because I know that's with my statement, I just kept, okay, no, I don't want it to sound like that. And then I got to start again. And then I just said, God, just, you
Tell
know,
me what
you
to say.
control my pen. You control
Yeah.
my,
Yes.
Absolutely.
When Lisa Nichols was talking about you fall down, I saw a man who was the example of what I call bounce back ability. In Manhattan, sometimes there are grates sticking up or something, and this well-dressed European man, because of the cut of his jacket and stuff, he was striding down the street, and he tripped and fell, and he must have caught himself on his hands, because he fell, like he fell out of the shot and stood up again so fast it was like boom boom. I said, now that's bounce back ability. The only
Sure.
accommodation he made to having fallen down, his jacket didn't have slits in it, so he just yanked the back of his jacket, boom, and kept on walking. I said, now that's bounce back ability, boy.
Bridget said, living our purpose and walking in greatness is wrapped in being uncomfortable and experiencing pain, but the pain isn't permanent. Jesus endured the cross, but prepared for 33 years. You know, so true. And Eric Thomas said, if you're going to go through pain and hurt, get something out of it. The
Yeah,
pain is going to be there, so get something out of it. Don't just be in it and then don't get nothing from it.
Yes.
yeah,
Learn something
yeah.
from it. Get the lesson. Get the
Get
test.
the lesson.
Get the
Get the
lesson.
lesson and get to going.
And yes,
and sometimes if you share your pain, you inspire somebody else. You know,
absolutely.
but there's a thin line between sharing your pain and then sitting, like you said, Darlaina, on the pity pot, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, like share your pain so that somebody else can grow, but then keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know,
There,
keep
there's,
it
Keep it
moving.
moving.
there's not a pity party that I want to attend.
No, me
Me either.
either. Not
So
even my own. You
not
know,
even
sometimes
Especially my own.
when I hear myself, or even if I feel like if I go to tell a story, in the middle of the story, I'll say, never mind, I can't, you know, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to
You
relive.
don't want to rehearse
That's
it.
right. You don't want to
Mhm.
relive that shit. You want to
yeah.
be
Mhm.
beyond it. You just
That's
want
what
to be
happened to me.
evolved.
That's what happened to me last night. I said, I'm not redoing all this. I survived this. What is this
Yep.
about?
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. And our stories and our lives are not for ourselves. They're not for us. They're for
Oh,
the lives of the people that we get to touch. They're for the lives of the people who are having the experience now.
oh,
And you
okay.
get to stand as the evidence to the people that are experiencing it now, that
Yeah.
guess what? You're gonna be all right. I'm telling you, because I walked that walk already.
Yeah,
So
I've
now
been
I
there.
walk it. I can
Been there,
absolutely
done
talk it.
that, got the t-shirt.
Absolutely can talk it now.
That's
So
right.
I've experienced it. So now in gratitude, I share with you my story
And show you the way out.
and show you what has worked for me.
Yeah.
Now you take this story
Mhm.
and take it into you and use it however you see fit.
Absolutely.
So see me as a woman who has children and grandchildren, divorced, bankrupt, bad credit, you name it, but down, but didn't stay down. And in the elevation is when you can help people. Abraham said, you can't
get sick enough.
Can't be
to
one more
help
poor
somebody.
person.
No,
You can't get poor enough to help a poor person. Yep.
you can't be too poor. You can't be poor enough for poor people. You can't be sick enough for sick people, and you can't be confused enough for confused people. Those conversations. Imagine the conversation. Oh man, I'm so confused. Yeah, me too. I'm confused too.
Oh, that's how they go. It's the
What you
can you top this
What you
story.
think we should do? I don't know.
Well, what you wait till you hear what happened to me.
I don't know what we gonna do, but I don't know. So, but then hear this conversation. Man, I'm so confused. Okay, well, what you working on? Well, I really just want to, do more social platforms. Well, what's your message? Oh, well, my message is such and such and such and such. So
you're coming out of confusion.
In your elevation,
you're coming out of
confusion. Can you help this person? Or imagine, oh, Darlaina, your heart sick? Yeah, my heart's sick too. Well, what you gonna do? I don't know. I just keep taking the medicine. But when I take the medicine, it make me sick. Yep, it make me sick too. Okay, that's the first conversation. Second conversation. Oh, Darlaina, my heart is sick. Oh, really? Mine was too. Well, what did you do? Oh, well, I went and saw this type of doctor, and he gave me this type of herb, and in a certain amount of time, my heart was able to heal itself because the body can heal itself. Yes. Really different conversation. And so you can't be on the same level, and you definitely can't get in the box with people when they are in that, like, oh my God, I'm so sick. Sometimes people wear their sicknesses as badges.
Yeah,
they're looking for sympathy.
I'm sick. I have cancer.
Come over here and climb in the bed with me.
My one girlfriend had colon cancer, and she never mentioned it. None of her when I say close friends, we are close, and she never mentioned it. It wasn't until I knew I hadn't been seeing her. And every time I talked to her, she was upbeat and everything like she normally is. And then when I finally saw her was when I was sick with the heart disease, and she was really thin, not thin sickly, but thinner than her voluptuous self. She maybe went from like a size 18 to like a size 12, but still healthy, right? And so I said, well, where'd you leave the other half of you? They ain't not feeding you at your house? And so she was like, girl, it's been a rough year. And I said, oh yeah. And so she never still said, she didn't say anything until my ex-husband was diagnosed with cancer. When my ex-husband was diagnosed with cancer, she then came and told me what she did. She told us what she did. She shared with us the remedies that she used, the doctors that she talked to, all of that stuff. And had that never come up, she would have never told us. And she said, the reason I didn't talk about it is because I didn't want people putting that sad energy on me. I didn't want people to look at me like they think I'm a die. I didn't want people to be, when they say, oh, oh, I'm sorry.
And then you end up trying to make other people feel better for your shit when it's like, stop.
Yes. And then the other thing, it was when they even told her she had the cancer, she had me cracking up laughing. She went in surgery to have part of whatever the colon was, part of that removed or whatever. And when she woke up, they had the chemo port in her neck. They had put the port in her chest. And she said, what the hell is it?
Yeah, that's right.
She said,
they put the port in there to start shooting chemo in her.
She said, take this out. Take this out. It said, well, ma'am, we want to start the chemo. She said, I'm not taking chemo. They said, well, you have cancer. She said, your mother got cancer, and she left.
No.
Whoa.
I like her energy.
I like her attitude.
I'm like,
your mama got it.
She said your mother got cancer, and she left and she went into the mode and she just did what she needed to do. And you know, of course, she lost weight because she changed her diet completely. You know, did all of the things. Man, listen, when you think I go to the gym, she in the gym for hours. She going to the gym 2-3 times a day. She just in the gym, getting her body. Listen, my friend Tina is probably, so she had cancer before Vaughn, so she probably 15 years cancer free now. No return, no of that. So it's here.
Like a house on fire.
You believe what you believe. If you believe it to be true, it's true. If you believe it's not true, then it's not true. And so that's what we gotta be at when it comes to the work. Write your life statement, believe that it's true, do whatever comes up. And that doesn't mean become a human doer trying to make all this stuff happen. No, you do the things that come up for you to do intuitively, the things that God is telling you to do, the directions that God is telling you to go in, do that. But don't be out there trying to figure out how you gonna make it happen, because that's not your job. Your job is to ask, to believe, and then receive.
Yes, yes.
Ask and it shall be given unto you. What it say? Shake it down, press down, falling over.
Shaking together and running over.
Running
Press
over.
down, shaking together and running over.
That's why when I had the opportunity to speak at my church, God put in my heart to share the magic and miracles in my life, not one sad story. You know, the whole crucifixion is a sad, you know, those 7 last words. I mean, everybody's been having that service for years and years and years. I needed to shine my light, and that's what God put in my heart, and that's where my talk came from, sharing the magic and miracles of God and the magic and miracles in my life. And you know, so many people told me they got so much out of, you know, what I shared, you know, because then it gets people to look inside and they feel their own hope and their own glory. And that's where you want to celebrate God, in a glorious place, not in some sad, painful, miserable space.
Broken space. Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Well, you guys, that was so good today. So good. So keep working on your life statement. Keep getting it clearer and clearer so that it becomes something that not only that you read every day, that you get to memorize at some point, because you're saying it so much. Get it so deep into your soul, into your heart, into your spirit, so that you believe that everything that you're working for is yours. Everything that God told you that you can do, that is yours, that the people, the places, the things that are supposed to be there are coming for you. You're not
You're worthy.
Coming for you. You are more than worthy. You are more than a conqueror. We are.
You're a magnet. You're magnetized.
Everything for everything for everything.
You're a magnet.
Everything. Everything. It is already yours. That's why it does to begin with the end in mind. It is already yours. So be still and know. Be still and know.
Amen.
So be amazing. Happy Friday. Go out and
hallelujah.
Thank you.
Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you.
Amazing, everybody.
All right. Have a good day, y'all.
Have a good day. See you later.